What's up, YouTube? My name is Talon, and I am back from seeing the Lion King movie. Well, Mufasa The Lion King. So really quick before we get started, I just want to let you guys know if you are interested in winning these books slash comic books, I will be running a giveaway once I get to 200 subscribers. We're right around the corner from hitting that goal. And then to enter, of course, you have to be subscribed, and then you have to join my live that I'll host around that time whenever we get to that point. And then you just got to type in the hashtag and you'll be automatically entered into winning. The hashtag will be under my choosing during the time of the giveaway. Have a good one and enjoy the video, guys. So Disney had a creative way of marketing this movie, because I'm not gonna lie, when I was watching all the trailers, I was like high key on Scar's side with the movie, because they were showing it as Mufasa was the lost lion cub, and then Scar was in line to be king, which is all true. That's all true. And then eventually, of course, as we know, Mufasa takes over and he becomes king. But there's some things that happen within the movie to where Mufasa does actually rightfully become king, even though Scar was in line to be king. I don't want to spoil too much, so this will have minor spoilers, but there was a reason why both Scar and Mufasa left Scar's home, and then they eventually get to what we know today as Pride Rock. So on technicalities, yes, Scar was in line to be king, but that was at his other home. So now they're both at a new home, to where even Mufasa, as he was growing up, he was going to be king of like his own pride, because there's not just one pride. There's lots of lion prides, and then there's an event that happens during the movie to where it becomes just one pride that we see today, which is, you know, from Mufasa to Simba to Kiara and Kovu and stuff like that. But all in all, I really like this movie. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed Sonic a little more than that. Well, not a little more, probably a lot more. But Mufasa is not a bad movie. I would probably give this like a solid 8 out of 10. Probably wouldn't watch it again, you know, go to the theaters to see it again, but I would definitely watch it on Disney Plus whenever it drops at some point. But the action scenes were good. The voice lines were good. The songs were really enjoyable. I had a good time with the songs. There's this one song that is still stuck in my head that they sung throughout the whole movie. It's like, I've always wanted a brother. And, you know, I think it was a cool song. But, of course, Scar does still become Scar and does his Scar things, because at the end of the day, Scar is a piece of shit. He was not always like that. I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. He was not always a piece of shit when he was like a teenager. But when he starts becoming more mature and an adult, he still becomes Scar and is a piece of shit. So was I on Scar's side throughout this whole movie? No. Do I think he's like one of those redeeming villains to where he can be right on technicalities? Still no, because of the events of the movies, or the event of the movie. It makes it to where Scar has to battle for the right to be king, which, I mean, not in a way like battle, but everything lines up to where there's going to be a choice on who's going to be king, and their past just doesn't matter anymore, because they start off in one place and then they go to Pride Rock. So at that point, they need a new king, and just because Scar was in line to be king at another point does not mean that just because he moved to a new area, he's still in line to be king in this area. But I did like how they were like telling the story, because Rafiki during the whole movie is telling the story of Mufasa to Kiara, Timon, and Pumbaa. But I think they cut it just a little too much, because it would like take you out of the movie. Like something would be going on, and then it would just cut, and then Rafiki, of course, is talking to Kiara about like what's going on, or they would use it for comedic relief. And that was one part that, like, it was fine if they did it like maybe 3 times, like one at the beginning, one in the middle of the story, and then one at the end. But when they were just doing it so much, I feel like they did it like maybe 5 or 6 times. It just was like, damn, can we get back to Mufasa's story? Like, I mean, that's, it's whatever. And then, so I think the whole like Mufasa storyline was really good, but I didn't too much like the ending. I'll be ending this video, so like this ending part has spoilers in it, so just go ahead and skip to the end of the video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment on what you think about Lion King. But so now I'll talk about the ending with spoilers. So at the end, well, really at the beginning, Simba and Nala, they go off on a journey. I'm sure they're going to make a Lion King 2 and maybe explain that journey to really fill in the gaps or something. But they end up going on a journey, and then they bring back another little lion cub. And when they introduce this lion cub to Kiara, they're like, this is your new brother now, blah, blah, blah. Now, I am a big fan of the animation. I really do like The Lion King 2 more than a lot of people. Kovu is, one of my favorite lions in the like Lion King franchise. And so now with this new story after the Mufasa movie, it's like they're cutting that out of the canon of The Lion King. And to my assumptions, like, yeah, I knew that they were adding to the story with Mufasa, but I feel like if they're going to like remake The Lion King 2, it should be done in the same way, because Kiara, from our knowledge, she never had a little lion brother, because we seen her from birth, and then we seen her grow up, and then of course she eventually meets Kovu, which is Scar's illegitimate son. He just looks like him, but it's not his actual son. And then eventually they get together, and then they have a kid. So it's like with this new storyline that's introduced at the end of the movie, at the end of Mufasa, it's like now I can see them making a sequel to Jon Favreau's Lion King. But if they do that, they're not going to follow the same beats of The Lion King 2, and then probably create something totally new, original, and different. Which, I mean, I guess they could still do it similar to The Lion King 2, but at the same time, it's just like, damn, like, fans are already mad that you're like remaking these movies and then like adding to the story, like with Mufasa, which I think Mufasa was a fine movie and it's a good addition to it. But at the same time, now they're about to completely change what happens after the original Lion King movie. And so in turn, I don't think a lot of fans are going to like that, but we'll see. It's no confirmation that we're actually going to get another sequel to The Lion King, but we'll see. But at the end of the day, like I said, I'll rank this movie at an 8 out of 10. I wouldn't go to see this movie. I'll probably go see Sonic 3 again before I see Mufasa again. But like I said, in both of them, I'll definitely be rewatching them on the streaming service, whether it's Paramount Plus for Sonic 3 or if it's Disney Plus for Mufasa, because already know it's going to drop on there in a few months. But I would say those are like the two best movies that I've seen for December. I believe Gladiator 2 is still my favorite movie, but there's been a lot of good movies that's dropped this year. We've gotten Dune Part 2, we've gotten Deadpool and Wolverine, Gladiator 2, of course, Sonic 3, Mufasa, Craven was mid, and I think I seen some other movies too, like the My Hero Academia movie if you're an anime fan. I seen Beetlejuice this year, Terrifier 3, but some of those I didn't make reviews for. I just really didn't see a point to make any reviews for, but definitely a good movie year for 2024. But that's all I have for this video. Just really wanted to give you guys a quick review of how I thought about the movie, or what I thought about the movie. So if you're thinking about it, definitely, go out and see it, especially if you go in the morning, get the cheaper prices. I think it's still worth seeing, but if you're deciding between Kraven the Hunter, Sonic 3, and Mufasa, I say go out and see either Sonic 3 or see Mufasa. Don't even worry about the Kraven movie. Watch that on your own time when it drops on Netflix at some point, because it's going to be on Netflix at some point, or probably even Disney Plus, because I think the Venom movies are on Disney Plus now. So, and Morbius might be on there too. So eventually it might be on Disney Plus. So, but that's all I have for this video. Let me know what you guys think in the comments about the whole like Lion King franchise, and would you want to see a new interpretation of the Lion King story after the original movie, with them changing what happens during Lion King 2? Let me know how you guys feel about it, because honestly, I don't really like it, but we'll see. And then don't forget to subscribe, because I am trying to get to 200 subscribers. Like I said earlier in the video, we got lots of giveaways coming, but we got to hit those goals first. Have a good one. Have a Merry Christmas, guys, and I'll see you later in the next video.